Welcome back to halftime of the Lindsey Wilson University St. Thomas University football game. And when it's halftime at Parnell Family Stadium, it's time for a view from the hill. I'm Dwayne Bonifer in the Lindsey Wilson Office of Public Relations, and we're recording this halftime show in the Lindsey Wilson School of Business and Communication podcast studio, which is located in the basement of the J.L. Turner Leadership Center. For this second View from the Hill halftime show of 2025, I'm joined by a pair of Lindsey Wilson student leaders, senior Zachariah Lawson and Sabrina Ruiz. They are this year's president and vice president, respectively, of the Lindsey Wilson Student Government Association. They're going to share their Lindsey Wilson stories with us and tell us the role of student government at Lindsey Wilson University. Let's start with two-term president Zachariah Lawson. Zachariah, tell us about yourself, where you're from, your major, and how you wound up at Lindsey Wilson.
I'm a senior from Williamsburg, Kentucky, majoring in English with an emphasis in professional writing and communication. I think Lindsey kind of found me. I didn't really stumble upon Lindsey. I was in class one day, and my college and career coach at the time came and asked me if I would like to attend a lunchroom visit with Joe McKinley, who was in admissions at the time. And I sat in and I listened, and I was the only senior in the classroom with three other freshmen. And so, ironically enough, I only went to get out of my English class, and but I was asking all the senior questions, and at the end of it, Mr. McKinley came to me and asked if I would fill out an application, and so I did, and 3 months later, I decided to go ahead and commit to coming to here. So,
Sabrina, what about you? Where are you from? What's your major? And how did you wind up at Lindsey Wilson?
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to meet you. Yes, my name is Sabrina. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and my major is theater arts, arts administration, and I'm also working on a music minor. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. The way I found Lindsey is there was a college fair at my high school, and so it had all these different colleges at all these different booths. And I met this guy named Tanner Pooler, one of our admissions counselors at school, and he was like, "You should come visit Lindsey. It's a small school in Columbia, Kentucky, and our main message is family." And so, I got to know it, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." And I went and I toured different schools, and I ended up saying, "You know what? Why not? Let's tour it." And I almost didn't. I was touring a couple other ones like U of L and Campbellsville, and I said, "Okay, we'll tour Lindsey just to make sure." And I ended up being like, you know what, this is definitely the best fit. It's just more so homey and small, and you get a lot of different little connections here. So, yeah.
Zachariah, tell us a little about the role and responsibility of student government at Lindsey Wilson.
Yeah, so student government is here to serve the student body. We're not here just to be another club on campus or for students to join us and to be a resume builder. We want students who care about the future of Lindsey and care about our student body. And so whenever a student decides to join student government, they are there to help us because we all do it. We have an executive cabinet, class officers, senators, commuter representatives. We are all there to hear the needs and wants of our students, and if it's something we can take care of right away, we will take care of it. If it's something we have to go to Dean Schmidt, we'll go to Dean Schmidt or someone else, and we'll get to see if they can take care of it. So anytime that our student government has, or our student body has issues, we go and just serve the needs of our students. But then I think it's also, we do a lot of behind the scenes, so working with student activities to ensure that our students have events that are planned. A lot of our clubs like to plan events on weekends so that if students aren't able to go home or choose not to go home, they can have stuff to do here on campus. And then it's also reaching out with our elected officials in Columbia and ensuring that we are in connections with them. And so we want to have a great community, not only on Lindsey grounds, but also within the city as well, have a good connection with the community.
You're both seniors, which means you're both near the end of your Lindsey Wilson years. Looking to the horizon a little bit, what's next for you all after you graduate from Lindsey Wilson in the spring? Zachariah, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so there's a couple options that I have. I've been able to make a lot of connections over my last 4 years here at Lindsey. And so there's a lot of those connections have, can turn into potential job offers. And so that's something that I'm keeping an open mind about. Obviously, I love it here. It's hard to even think about leaving Lindsay, let alone like just graduating itself. But just leaving from this community, when they say Lindsay Wilson is family, it's truly became family to me. From faculty, staff to even the students, I see them as siblings in a way. And so, as far as on the horizon, just kind of seeing where those opportunities are going to take me and being open to just the fluidity that life can bring, and just being able to, take the things that I have learned at Lindsay and apply them to my life after graduation.
Yeah, so I'm looking at doing an MFA program, and I would like to look at acting. So my goal in the future is to work in a professional theater and work towards, acting and doing art in that way. And no matter where I go or, what I choose to do, one of the things I definitely want to continue doing is just helping others. And I think, that's something about SGA. It's making those little differences, and it's making, a path to help others, a path to improve. And so, and whatever I do end up doing and whatever I work towards, I always just want my message to be that I'm here to help others and help them through, whatever they're going through, or in whatever ways I can. So, yeah.
That's Lindsay Wilson Student Government Association President Zachariah Lawson and Vice President Sabrina Ruiz. We're going to take a short break, and then the voice of Blue Raider Athletics, Chris Wells, will be back with some more halftime fun and frivolity. For Lindsay Wilson University, I'm Dwayne Bonifer.